Hello, Blackhawks Nation. Welcome to the Blackhawks Daily, your favorite recap of the daily buzz around your Chicago Blackhawks. I'm your host, PJ. Thank you so much for joining us on uplifting and supporting the Hawks as we're kicking off our centennial season. Lots to cover today. Lots of fun stuff to cover today. So let's dive in, take a look around the old Blackhawks world, shall we? So we are off the schneid, folks. Gotta win. We got our first win of the season. Blashill's got one in the OW column. That is amazing. I hope. I can only imagine how great he feels. So that's fantastic. So we get a mark. It's a strong one, right? So we finally did it. We beat the Mammoth 3-1 last night at the United Center. It's the team's first victory of this season. Thank God. Ilya Mikheyev buried 2 goals. Andrei Burakovsky scored the go-ahead power play goal, and Spencer Knight basically stood tall in net all night. So, even in wins, though, there are things that, of course, we can look at that went well. A couple of things we've got to tighten up, but that's okay. So let's break it down. We got our 3 studs for Chicago, those who delivered, and 3 duds in areas where we can take a look at improvement. So studs, easily number 1. Ilya Mikheyev, great game. 2 goals, including the game opener and the empty netter to secure the win. He showed that nose for the net, was in the right places when the puck mattered the most. That kind of finishing ability, especially from a forward not named Bedard, is extremely valuable. Or Nazar, as he's coming to the fore. Stud number 2, Andrei Burakovsky in his 700th NHL game. He delivered the power play goal that put Chicago ahead in the third period. So, freaking awesome. That's a veteran moment that you want from your leaders. He stayed poised. He delivered when the game was on the line. So, way to go, Burakovsky. Welcome to the Hawks. Spencer Knight made 22 saves, 23 shots. Held that Mammoth offense in check. Didn't let pressure late in the game shake him. A near .960 save percent is in a must-win game is exactly the kind of backbone that a young goalie needs to establish. He did. He's really been showing really well this season. The record might not be the best, but Knight's been doing a great job. So here's some areas that we need to improve. Second period defense, shot suppression. Utah basically owned us the whole second period in regards to shot clock, and puck possession. They had 13 shots in that. We had 3. I think we had 14 the entire game. That's certainly one of the things we need to address, right? We just need to take a lot more shots. We started out really low. I think I'll have to double check on how many shots we had the first game, but it was in the teens. Second or third game, we were in the 20s, which were fine, right? I think we were 29 at Boston. That's with overtime. But you can't score if you don't shoot. So we just got to – that's been my biggest gripe last year was we never let the puck go with a shot. We just got to shoot the puck more. 14 shots in a game for a whole game. Thank God we got a win, but still, that's a little rough. That's not enough pressure to give our young D and also Spencer Knight time to really work on things. So we need to shoot more, basically. Dud number 2, letting a goal up early in the third. Those kind of flubs really kill momentum, right? JJ Peterka scored with 1:02 in the third to tie the game. It kills your momentum. After weathering the storm, you can't allow easy goals right out of the gate in the final period. It's a mental reset area for this group, so something to pay attention on. It's hard to keep focused the whole time, but that kind of lapse that early in the period sucks. And then offensive consistency, depth scoring. Mikheyev and Burakovsky got it done yesterday, which was great. The rest of the forward group was kind of quiet. So outside the big names, we didn't see enough secondary contributions, sustained zone time, or any kind of dangerous shot generation from the depth line. So in close games, wins are more often built on contributions from the whole team, obviously, right? We can't can't rely on 2 guys every game to kind of be our bellwethers. So what this tells us, step in the right direction. Obviously, a win is a win. I don't care how ugly it is. We needed our first win. We got it 3-1 against a an okay team. I'm just so happy we're off the schneid. That's all. So step in the right direction. We've shown resilience, structure, and we cleaned up in the finish. The power plays looked effective in that window. Knight's steadiness under pressure is a huge plus. But make no mistake, we still need to shore up the middle period defense, avoid third period lapses, get more offense from the supporting cast. If this trend keeps up with the top guys producing and the rest pulling their weights, this could be something, start of something solid for this young team. So it's early in the season. You just can't afford to let those duds become habits. That's all. So shoot the puck more. Don't let defensive lapses happen, and let's get after it. One thing to note, though, penalty kill has been tough, right? Unfortunately, we've had a lot of penalty kill opportunities that we've had to defend against, but our penalty kill has been pretty strong, so that is something to note. All right, moving on from there, we have. Oops, sorry. I'm messing up my own transitions here. Let's talk about the Centennial celebration, right? If you didn't get a chance to be a part of it, this is why you go to the UC for games. The goosebumps, just the whole feel of it is nuts. And the kickoff celebration, the game against Montreal wasn't all that great, but the kickoff celebration is something that really needs to be lauded, right? So obviously they kicked off our season. It's already underway, obviously, but they kicked off our season really well. They launched a 100-year celebration. That pregame show was more than pomp and ceremony. It was basically kind of like a love letter to the franchise's past, its legends, and its hopes for the future. So streets were closed around, obviously around the UC, fans lining up for hours before the puck drop. The red carpet was rolled out. More than 50 Blackhawks alumni came in, right? Chelios, Savard, Crawford, Roenick, Troy Murray, and more. These aren't just guests. They're part of the bloodline of this franchise. The outdoor plaza opened up early. Fans got music and food, live entertainment. The Gold Coast All-Stars were on stage. From one end to another, the energy was super high. Once inside the United Center, the full roster of alumni and current Hawks gathered for a ceremony led by Pat Foley. He reminded us where this franchise began and how far it has come. And then became the big moment, the unveiling of the Centennial banner up in the rafters, joining the 6 Stanley Cup banners that are already towering overhead. The message was loud and clear. This is a season that's going to be built on legacy. On that same night, Pat Foley and Jeremy Roenick, were introduced as the team ambassadors. So they joined the ranks of existing legends like Chelios, Savard, and Troy Murray, and dedicating themselves and carrying this legacy forward. And then, thanks to the tradition of pregame anthems, Jim Cornelison and the organist Carrie Marcotte took to the ice performing O Canada. And then, of course, the one that just sends chills every single time, Star Spangled Banner. Just rocking that arena. Basically, it almost felt like a little bit like time collapsing, right? The legends of the past walking next to the names of the future. It's really kind of cool, right? Players looked around the ice, seeing faces that defined eras. Fans thought back to Bobby Hall and Tony Esposito and Stan Mikita. The weight of the history, the weight of this centennial season was real, right? And Connor Bedard even echoed it. He said, "We feel that every day. It's humbling to be a part of it." And then, of course, the banners, the cheers, the sweep of the red and black across the arena, it all set the mood. It wasn't just a hockey game. It was a centennial kickoff celebrating the Hawks community and a season-long promise to re-earn greatness. Now, all that being said, we know how it turned out, right? It ended up in a bit of heartbreak, 3-2 loss to Montreal with a goal in the final 15 seconds. Absolute killer. But that doesn't erase what we saw before the puck was dropped. The spectacle, the tribute, the energy set the tone for this coming year. And I think it really has, right? We embodied it last night with Utah, and we're going to keep pushing that forward. I really do. That was a night that really said, respect the past, feel the present, and believe in the future. And I honestly believe it did all those things. So, moving on from there and talking about feeling the present or respecting the past and feeling the present, let's talk about someone who isn't on the Hawks team right now, but will always be a Hawk in our eyes, and that's Captain Serious. Our legend, our Chicago Blackhawks legend, Jonathan Toews, our Captain Serious. He made his mark again in Winnipeg's 5-2 win over the Islanders last night. So he picked up an assist, his first NHL point since leaving Chicago in 2023. And it's an assist that mattered. It came in the first period, Jets power play. And, Toews was able to get a secondary assist, giving Winnipeg a 2-0 lead. Now, secondary assist, nothing really to write home about. But while it looks simple on paper, after more than 2 years away from a score sheet, it's a statement, right? He's back. It wasn't just a point. It was a return to relevance. We all know that Toews' story in the past few seasons. He's missed the entire 2023-24 and 24-25 campaigns because of chronic immune response syndrome, battling long COVID, right? And many wondered if he would ever be the same. But last night he answered at least a part of that. He still got the instincts, the ice sense, and the hockey IQ. He's back in Winnipeg, his hometown team, with a one-year deal, logging in 17-plus minutes of ice time, getting power play looks, and being a part of line combos that seemed to be trusted. Toews even spoke afterwards, saying it felt good to get that monkey off his back, right? We got ours off our back last night. Toews got his as well. He's admitting he's still finding his legs, but that he's getting more comfortable with each game. And this is why we care, because he isn't just a former player, he's one of our legends, right? So when he left behind memories and a legacy. Watching him get back in the mix, making plays and contributing, it's a kind of full circle moment for us, right? Yeah, he might be on a different team, but it's just so awesome to see someone who meant that much to the organization get back on the ice and contribute and do what he loves, right? That's all you want people to do, is just do what you love. So it's not about nostalgia alone. If he can stay healthy and build off of this, he could be a meaningful piece, obviously, of Winnipeg's lineup. For us here in Chicago, we should all root for it. A Hall of Fame name, getting one more chapter, riding off in the sunset. It's awesome. It's good for the game. It's good for his story, and a reminder that great players often find a way to stay relevant. So really kind of heartwarming. And then finally, we got our hot takes. We'll go through them real quick. I didn't really say much last video because there wasn't a lot for me to talk about. I was just happy to be back in front with you guys, just saying hi. So Beans 7014, repeat offender for sure. PJ is back now. The season can start. Thanks, Beans. You're going to kill me. That's awesome. Lester 701, the commander, another repeat offender. Welcome back, PJ. I hope you are and feel better soon. Bronchitis is horrible, I know. I hope the book tour went well. The book tour went really well. Very, very cool. Thank you, Lester. Salute you as always, sir. Inside Wrestling 6640 said, what a gut punch to lose 15 seconds left. He's talking about the Montreal game. Get a point, go for two. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, absolutely. You're absolutely right. But hopefully you enjoyed last night's game. And I don't know. I think it bodes well for the season. I feel a lot of energy. I feel it's really going to be good. I might not be showing a lot of energy, but I feel it's going to be great. Ryan James said, first time watched you, and you said nothing informative for almost 7 minutes. That's true. That wasn't going to be an informative one. I hope that in future videos, I do you proud. We're going to catch our rhythm. It's been a little rough lately, just on this side of the camera. So, but we'll catch our rhythm. Thank you for tuning in at least and being a part of it and contributing. I appreciate it. So that's a wrap for today, for Blackhawks Nation. We'll get back to it for tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. If you're new here, please remember to like and subscribe. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. And also for sharing about the channel. For all of my repeat offenders in the comment section, please keep them coming. Love building this community with you guys, as always. Thank you for checking out Blackhawks Daily. Download every weekday as we celebrate this original 6 team, the best team in hockey with the best fans in all of sports, in the best city in the world. Oh yeah, and the Bears won last night too. Go Bears! Brewers lost. What a great night. Really appreciate it. I'm PJ. I'll see you next time on the Blackhawks Daily.